I'm Princess.
I'm Roz.
And I'm Ree.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Shawty, she a freak, 10-10 freak. She don't want to speak, she want beat to the beat. I'm the voice of the street, press a freak in the sheet. She want me for a tea, I got me for your meat. Like, yeah, man. Shawty, she not bad when
Listen.
Guys, let's kick the intro in because we've been chatting. So I'm Roz.
I'm Ree.
And I'm Princess.
And we are Get the Gist podcast.
Where we make the hard conversations easy.
You are now tuning in to your weekly subscription to The Gist.
And guys, you know we are with the ACAST Creator Program Network. Appreciate you for listening to our
Clock it.
ads. Thank you. And guys, we have an extra special guest. If you've not realized, he's got quite the refined palate. He gives the energy of a foodie. Very gently spoken giant.
Yes.
We've got Femi.
Did
Did I just make you feel so awkward? Considering I just met you like 5 minutes ago.
That's crazy.
What's called, do people recognize you from TikTok? Have you been stopped on the street?
I've had a couple weird interactions.
Really?
Oh, give us one.
Yeah.
On my birthday, I was in a car park and like these people, these girls were doing like a photo shoot in the car park. And as I'm walking by, one of them was like, oh, it's the guy from TikTok. I was like, keep walking. And he's like, are you from TikTok? By this point, I'm like, it's weird, man. Like,
Yeah.
Could have just said hi to the limit, you know? I think people just think it's socially unacceptable to be like, oh, hi. I watch your videos.
But that happened, my audience is not what you might expect though. It's usually like 50-year-old women, you know.
Really?
So, like,
50-year-old women?
Yeah, that was weird. I remember that was kind of dark last year, actually.
You have to explain. You can't just stop there.
Yeah.
I had a moment where I revealed a little bit too much on social media about a breakup. And then I guess a lot of people started relating to some of the content that I was making at the time, which was not necessarily like dark. It was just very vulnerable. And this 50-year-old woman, I went out for drinks with a friend in Brixton. I guess she was 50. She was like...
Older.
I might be a little bit rude in saying that actually, but she was... I don't know how old she was, but she was like, oh, you're the guy from TikTok. I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, and she was like really like happy with the stuff that I've been posting. She was like, it's good for men's mental health. She was like, I also really relate to the stuff you're saying. It's like, it's interesting to hear it from a man's point of view. So that was actually quite nice.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, it's just women who assume who you like match with on a Hinge, and they're a bit like, you're just here for babes or something, and they don't really understand it's a dating platform there to date.
Oh.
So,
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah. What's it like being on dating apps and then...
Being a social person.
Yeah.
On the internet.
I don't think people get how triggering it can be to be like in a very vulnerable space already,
Yeah.
and then have to battle the extra hurdle of the assumptions that they're going to make against you. Like they kind of know too much about you already to ever give you like a fresh chance.
Yeah.
So even after the fact of if they knew you before you come, there's always that point where the algorithm kind of puts you on their page if I haven't told them.
Okay.
So they're like, oh, so you're him. And then they start to investigate you a little bit. So it's like, you're not supposed to know me a year and a half ago. You're supposed to get to know the version of me now. It
Okay.
can be a little bit strange.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, you just basically have like a CV.
Essentially.
That's literally what social media is, a CV for...
Bro.
I feel like Instagram is a dating app though.
I hope not.
Like I feel like it's like a undercover dating app. So obviously more times than not, like most people you met or you date is from Instagram.
No.
Or people who have access.
I think everyone has Instagram though.
Yeah.
The most part.
So that's why it's like a place where people would, you know.
But then
People
we can
shoot
say
their
the
shot.
Same as LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn is a great place to, I feel like as well, to date too. Why are you looking at that? You have to explore all the options.
If you're using LinkedIn for dating, I think you've probably gone into dating with the wrong intentions.
That's true. I don't do it. I don't really like LinkedIn.
I think it'd be smart though. No.
Oh, sorry, I mean, I like LinkedIn.
Yeah, it would be. But it's
Not
like
for-
a little too smart.
But see, I can understand the concept. Like if you sit down and think of it and you're like, you know what? I've been through it. I have suffered.
Suffered.
You know what? Let me just go and find a doctor.
Yeah. Doctors in my area.
Let me go find an author.
Connect.
A CEO. So if I'm going to suffered, let me suffered with a woe.
More times, and I think more times than not, like men are on LinkedIn. They're looking.
Yeah.
You can see the notifications. Jerry I don't know, Jerry something looked at your page. You can see like who's looking on your page, and more times than not, who's adding you more times than not on LinkedIn.
The trick is to do it through Google and don't do it when you're logged in on. You know, I'm a professional stalker. Like I don't do it professionally, but I'm just very good at it. So if you want to look at someone on LinkedIn, but you don't want them to know that you're looking at them, do it through Google, but make sure you're not logged in. And
Or
you can check their page.
download
Obviously,
premium
brief stuff, but premium. If you want to do it for free.
There's a free trial.
Ooh, do all your stalking within the 7-day span.
If someone moved to you on LinkedIn, like how would you guys?
I'd air it.
Yeah, because I actually use my LinkedIn for work.
Yeah, I do
I
use
wouldn't take
LinkedIn
them
for work.
Seriously, I keep LinkedIn strictly work. As much as I'm encouraging people looking on, I've never done it. And I don't think it's something I do, to be honest.
But it's a good way.
It's a smart place.
If you have your eyes on the prize, it's a good way to get there.
Safer than Instagram, to be frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can compare each other's qualifications and see, okay, she does this.
See what conference they've been to recently. What are they learning?
Yeah.
Like, what are they liking? Are they uplifting people? Are they bigging up their jobs? Like, what are they doing? How long have they worked in their company?
See, when you say it like that, it sounds like actually the best dating app out there.
It is, though.
Like,
if you're serious.
You want to hear elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you're serious,
Yeah.
like it is. Because if you like, if I'm going to some guy now, like let's say if someone came onto my LinkedIn now, they'd be like, she has worked in this company for 5 years. That's loyalty.
Yeah.
That's determination.
No? And you know the way you can get endorsements as well?
Yeah.
So like you could be like caring. 5 people have endorsed this.
Her colleagues like her. Look at how many people are endorsing her.
Yeah.
She's a people person.
To be fair, I wish I could have got like a Yelp review from some of the people I dated.
Oh, Yelp review.
Do you know what? I've actually gotten comments back afterwards, and they were always, "You were not the problem." Mad enough, but I don't know. Maybe it's just something men say. Is it something men say because you're a man?
Femi. Wow.
You want water?
So realistic.
You need water?
Realistic.
No, honestly, if I've ever said that to a woman, it was just usually just to keep the peace. Just at that point there, I'm saying, okay, like.
But did you violate her? Was that the cause? Were you the cause of the breakup?
No, she was.
But there you go. I wasn't the cause of the breakup. He did something.
Fairs. Then I mean, like that's accountability on his part, then, isn't it? At least, you know.
So if you said, what would your Yelp review look like? If you got one from your ex?
Yeah. If you had to give yourself a Yelp review, what you saying?
I think they would say probably left the relationship better than they entered it. I think they would say attentive, romantic, good communicator, articulate.
Clock it.
You hear that, folks? If you want to date Femi, the link to the Yelp review will be in the description box.
Or any of you who have dated.
Yeah, have you got
real want to give up?
His Hinge will be linked to the description box. His LinkedIn will be linked to the description box, and his Instagram.
We're gonna start adding LinkedIn.
Your LinkedIn. There you go.
Yeah.
I need to update that if anything.
What you guys' Yelp review would look like?
Crazy but cute.
That's it.
Yeah.
Crazy but
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. That's like the short one. Yeah.
5 stars.
Kept them fed.
Oh, 6 stars.
What would mine one look like? She's a funny girl, you know.
I was going to say, kept them laughing.
Well, yeah,
That was actually what I was going to say.
5
Kept them laughing.
4.5 stars because you can't let the group chat see that one. But yeah, that's what I'd say, to be fair. I don't know, like positive reviews after, like imagine we lived on, I think like it's probably been what's that? The Black Mirror
yeah.
episode where they leave reviews.
Yeah.
Is that an episode? I feel like there's been an episode.
She had to, basically in that episode was you had to keep on pretending to be nice to get reviews. And it was in your reviews, it basically built credit for you to be able to purchase houses and move up the like ladder in life.
Yeah, and like she was like on 3.7, but she needed to be like 4 to like
to get
get
this
the
mansion
apartment.
house.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. it is sort of like that.
No,
real
in
life.
That's the real
It
world.
is.
That
It
is the real world.
world.
We're just not having stars.
Everything
Like,
everyone is doing online to get the likes, like it's the exact
Likes,
same thing, because
engagement.
once you get the likes and engagement, you get the brand deals. If you get the brand deals, you get the money. If
That's
you get the
very
money,
true.
you get the better houses, you get the better
Yeah.
And that's
expensive things.
And that's why I don't like, people think obviously influencing and, you know, content creating is like, oh, you're looking for attention, you're doing this and that. No, I'm trying to get the bag, bro.
Trying
The
to get
money
paid.
these influencers are making, bro, like they post one story, 5 figures,
Yeah.
and you're mad at me for posting on my. You don't understand. Well, you guys, we're not looking. We don't have the same lenses on.
And it's just because people think it's easy. But social media is a lot.
What is the hardest part of it though?
Social media.
the consistency. Maybe?
I think
Consist-
being able to, for me, it's being able to dissociate my real life from it.
Yeah.
Keeping it separate, because it's like when you post so much, you're putting so much of yourself on there, but it's like you also need to remember to take steps back and also protect certain things from being on the internet. Also being able to live in the moment and also enjoy things. Like not everything needs to be a photo opportunity.
Fair.
You know what?
Yeah.
I also feel like also keeping in with reality with myself and also not becoming self-absorbed with myself.
Yeah. Do you know what? I always thought, and I actually was doing a Get Ready With Me. Don't know if I'll post it, but anyways, sneak peek. I was talking about how I thought being authentic and being online, you could never be the same thing. And I think in later years, especially with this podcast, like doing social media, doing the content creation part, it's like you can be authentic, maybe not to your full self, but there is authenticity. Authenticity can go through, because that's how people break it. They're authentic.
Yeah.
Because if you can't relate to someone, then their authenticity isn't showing.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to give ourselves praise and give ourselves flowers, because like there is some authenticity there.
Yeah.
I think authenticity also gives you a longer career because you're always going to be able to be yourself. Because
Yeah.
the best, and that's the thing you'll do best.
Yeah.
Like if
But
you're-
that's as long as yourself doesn't change within it. Because some people come into this sort of content creating life and I don't know, sometimes I feel like because of what they know they can get, when you start meeting certain people, they start adapting to try be those people, sometimes subconsciously without even knowing it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're doing things that you never probably would have ever
Dreamed of.
dreamt of doing, but it might also have been things that a couple years ago you'd be like, I would never have done that. Like that
Yeah.
is just not me. And all of a sudden, because you're in a new world, you're gonna be around things with temptation. You can sometimes lose yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always sort of going back to ground zero, because like this influencing lifestyle can be so like it is real, like don't get me wrong,
But not real at the same time.
yeah, like real to an extent. Like, yeah, the brand trips, they're all cool and everything. But is it a sustainable life if you're not getting it for free?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's because I think there's different levels of influencing. And do you know what? Like, I feel like because it's become so accessible, like, are the figures even as big anymore?
I think they have like certain people.
Yeah.
where
getting 1 million views now doesn't mean the same thing as
No.
it did 10 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
So the people have lost a sense of perspective, I think, because 1 million people, that's a lot of people, but it doesn't have the same level of impact anymore. For
Yeah.
one.
No.
I think the world keeps on raising the bar, and that's why it keeps on getting harder and harder. Like what influencing was, like, let's say maybe 5 years ago, is not what it is today. And like, I think everything comes at a cost. Like people that do 9 to 5s look down on influencing. However, like the cost of a 9 to 5 is you having to subscribe to things like that you might not want to do. So is influencing, but they just don't see it that way. Either once you're working, you're putting an effort into something, there's going to be a cost. The cost might not look the same, but there's always a cost. That's what I think about influencing and everything in general.
Yeah, no, I think I do think it's a actual job. I don't think that's the debate. It's more so like, how is it, like, think about OF, how big that was like 5 years ago, and like how much people got involved in it, and they were like, this is the next big thing, and they were making like stacks upon stacks, and then everybody started jumping on the train. Do you know what I mean? Your next door neighbor was doing it for an extra bit of cash.
Kind of thing.
Do you get me? It gets diluted.
Yeah.
And then it's like, because it's like that inflation, people are like, no, I'm not paying for it. Like, I remember you were seeing people, oh, subscribe to my OF for like €20, and then you're seeing like a couple of years later, it's like $3.99. Like that scale. And I sort of think like is influencing, because there's so much people out there doing it now, it's becoming diluted. Yes, there's still opportunities, but you got to work harder to get there.
It's the record label versus the mixtape market. A lot of OF girls thought they were gonna go pop off, get signed to a major. Now they're out selling bootleg DVDs.
The way you broke it down, it kind of reminded me of economics. I feel like it's just economics, like supply and demand. If obviously now, when OF like entered early, the demand was low, so things were high. But as soon as like people saw, oh shit, this is popping, as the demand increased, and the price kind of just went down.
But I still feel like we're in the early adoption phase of it, and that happens with all new tech. And in a lot of ways, people still think we're in the early adoption phase of like TikTok. Facebook is in the later progression of it. Instagram also, in a sense that there's always like if you're early to get onto a platform, you can usually find success even if you're not like the best. It's just that you're one of the faces.
You've been
that
there.
Exactly.
People have seen you.
And then people also get to the benefit of seeing your journey over a longer period of time. So you get more opportunities to grow. OF, I don't know where it is at this point right now, but I still feel like there's still opportunities there for people.
It'll take someone to do something crazy on it, and then everyone be like, oh, this is another great way to make money. And then people just go straight back to doing it.
No, I think it takes a lot. I think when OF first came out, it was like, because it was like the adult entertainment industry, knowing someone, you might not know them personally, but knowing of someone on it, it gave like that sense of like, oh my god, I know this person, or like we're in the same circle. So people were more curious, whereas now it's like it's become sort of an everyday thing. Like, you know what I mean? We don't even
every day.
I feel like
normalized now.
OnlyFans.
It was. I think it's gone under the covers. Like, I think it's died out a lot, but it's sort of like, when it first came out, everyone was like, "Oh my goodness!" And now it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, I cheekily subscribed to see what someone was doing there. I was like, I need to know how you're making all this money.
Have you ever subscribed?
I made an OF account, and I dropped music on it because they said, OF is not just about.
No, it's actually not.
No, it's
that
not.
Stuff.
But that's
I just
what
got
it was
my music
for.
because I wanted to make some money off it. I didn't say anything.
It was like, that's what it was actually made for. It was
like,
for
OnlyFans is like Patreon.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I feel like
it is.
Like, I feel like it's like a more accessible version of corn.
But that's what people turned it to.
Yeah,
true.
But OnlyFans was always supposed to be for fans to have exclusive content.
Yeah,
with people.
That's why.
And then
music on it.
it turned into an adult streaming.
I didn't know you could put anything else on it until I think it was Cardi B joined it, and she was popping anything and everything on it to just make money here and there. And I was like,
yeah,
she did.
Yeah, because I think when she joined it, a lot of people were like, what's Cardi doing on OnlyFans? And she was like, guys, she's like, anything. She's like, I pop up my cooking hair, I pop up my hair routines.
Okay.
Like, she did nothing sexual, but she was like, guys, it's like subscription.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Because that's what Iggy tried to do, right? She originally tried to say that she was just doing stuff that she was going to post on Instagram anyway, and then just post other versions of it there. She made so much from OnlyFans. When was the last time you heard an Iggy Azalea song?
Sure.
I
love
Iggy. Work goes hard.
Yeah.
Crazy. Work, not get it. Work.
Yeah. Work?
You know my shit.
Oh, I was
That
bumping her
song's crazy.
back in 2000.
Yeah, no, Iggy Azalea, she had a life and a half.
so
she
fancy,
got
yeah.
tricked into coming into the States.
Yeah.
But
I won't lie, she had one of my favorite BBLs. Fave. Top down.
it still looks like a BBL though. Doechii is the best BBL. Do you know who Doechii is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, of
Yeah?
course not.
Yeah. Doechii. No.
No, hers is very good.
Yeah.
But Iggy's though,
Iggy's looks like a BBL.
does it?
Yeah.
Like in person, like
What's the mark of a good BBL, can I ask?
You can't tell.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so that's the same standard that men have.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
But sometimes men like they know damn well this stuff is.
Oh, they
BBL.
don't give a
They don't give a
heck.
heck. Drake has said it many times in his songs.
Men don't, as much as men say their standard is a natural looking BBL, is not their standard because they will still touch a non-natural BBL.
Touch, not wife.
Ah, it will shock you.
Yeah.
I think the guy that wives the woman who looks like she has a BBL day to day, just casually.
But a bad BBL doesn't mean you have a bad heart.
Yeah, but
Your heart is at risk, though.
Yeah. Because every guy with his coins is thinking, okay, how much does it cost? Like, what are you going to get done next? Who's paying for it? And for the most time, every guy thinks that he can invest enough in order to purchase that and purchase the person by.
But BBLs are not that expensive. Like,
Not
Same as a
anymore.
car.
Again, supply and demand.
Supply and demand. They do them so cheap now.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah,
like
5K,
every
yeah.
surgery is putting your life at risk. Every time you're under anesthesia, your body is dead enough to not wake up during surgery, but alive enough for you to actually wake up after surgery. People don't clock it. Like, every surgery is bad.
Yeah.
So it just depends. What are you willing?
My standard for a bad BBL is how does it look out of clothes? Because I feel like most surgeons only do BBLs essentially to look good in clothes,
Which is first.
which is not when my person will be most vulnerable. When they're putting on clothes, it's for everybody else.
It's
When
true.
they're not got the clothes on, that's for me.
You can always turn off the lights, though. That was very rude of me.
You can always turn off the lights.
That was
Imagine
very
you-
rude of me.
I love you, babe. Just turn off the lights.
Femi, how would you feel? Yeah, you was dating a babe, right? And every time you guys were about to get intimate, she's like turning off the lights. So you're now with your boys.
That's not really my speed.
You like to do with the lights on.
I'm not really
Bright
concerned about the
lights
lights.
Dim.
Men don't care.
If the lights are on, the lights are off.
No, I mean, as in, would you see like a sus? Like, would you ask
Would you
her,
probably
like,
think like, babes, are you insecure?
Of course.
You'd ask.
No, I wouldn't ask, but at the back of my mind, I'd be paying attention to this person's probably insecure.
If you had a bad BBL, you probably are, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
That's.
Looking like two bee stings.
I'm not one for surgery like that. I don't like playing those games.
like I entertained the idea of a BBL because I understand how it can actually change your life for the better, and I just want my friends to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not for me, it's for my friends and everyone around me. to make sure
I love the fact that all of us are giving, like, Femi's looking up, me, I'm looking to the side. Ree is just happy with her yellow glasses.
Happy with my yellow
I don't know who
glasses.
you think are selling it to
All of us are like,
and who's buying that.
No, like, if you guys invest in it today, you get return on your investment.
Invest in it
2
today.
months.
Nah, supply and demand, babe. We've gone past it.
the
can you
market's
imagine being
saturated.
like
Yeah.
60 with a BBL? That's what these babes don't think. Like, a
I
lot
don't-
of these girls, like, by the time they're 60, like,
Blue rinse and a
by the
BBL.
time they actually have kids and their hips are popping.
I feel like obviously I made the joke I don't want a BBL, but the main reason why I wouldn't want one is because I think it's just such a flex being able to feel confident in your own body, because that's an everyday struggle for a lot of people, and that's why they do things like go under the knife. But let's say, for example, now, like, if you're doing it for the opposite sex, like, that's the worst
That's
reason.
what majority of them are doing.
It's
it
the
for.
worst reason.
They're not doing it for themselves.
100. It's the worst. It's because that opposite sex be changing their mind every day. So you made a decision on a changing variable.
Women also change their mind though.
They do.
Think about how cyclical your fashion is. You guys have all got nice eyebrows, but 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you would have had skinny things.
I've never had eyebrows. These
Right.
are microbladed.
You never
So,
had.
I'm forehead, eyes.
My mom didn't let me wear makeup till I was like 18. Yeah, so
Same.
I had to learn to love myself.
But
you know?
Same.
Was that a bad thing?
No, I don't blame her for that at all.
I'm still a cutie. I was happy with my face.
Yeah.
That's what I read somewhere, that all these people changing their faces disrespect their ancestors because your features is evidence that your
That's
features
what
have
I
been
feel about
loved
the black people who change their noses.
for generations.
Yeah.
Your features have been clearly loved.
Yeah.
When you boil down years and years,
Yeah.
that's what beauty is. And somehow
Yeah.
you're gonna let someone.
Our
with a
lips are big
surgeon
for a reason.
make you look like every other
is our lips
person that
big?
he works
I
on.
think it has something to do with hydration.
No way.
I think retaining moisture. I think.
He asked like a boyfriend.
No, I've
Ask
never
her.
asked that question.
I think that's what it was. And that's what
Why
I
are
think I
black
read
people's
somewhere.
lips big? Is it? Should I
Yeah,
put that
I
into
think-
ChatGPT? Why? Oh.
Why do Africans
You're right.
have
You're right. You're right.
Lips. Have bigger lips.
Speaking of,
I think it has
great
something.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do because it's heat. I think it has something to do with the heat. And like when you look at like countries like in the desert and stuff, apparently they have like longer eyelashes. It was to help with like sand getting into their eyes.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Oh yeah, those Arab men,
They
their
be
eyes.
having their eyes. So naturally
Their
over
eyes?
time, their bodies adjusted to it, so they would naturally grow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
so
like
beautiful.
genetics.
So yeah, one of the reasons is environmental adaptation. Some scientists suggest fuller lips have been an adaptation for hotter climates, where certain physical features like broader noses and fuller lips support better heat regulation and protection.
Oh,
What did I say?
Yeah.
Guys,
Are you a scientist?
I actually am.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't study that, but I just love reading stuff like this. Like I like learning about us. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's any parts of your bodies that's kind of like adapted to your environment?
Adapted to my environment.
Bald head.
Yeah. What happened? What's the story?
Probably heat regulation, maybe. I heard a theory. I don't believe it to be true. Apparently, because men wear hats or something, we don't require it or something.
Well, isn't that like some men wear like jeans all the time? It, like the jean fabric rubs off their legs, so they don't have like they have patches on their hair. So it could be hats.
You know, but I love my bald head
It suits you though.
Yeah.
very much.
Trying to think
Yeah,
about
but see,
me.
you can like your bald head because you've got a full beard.
Even without it, I
Some
did
people
the
are
bald head
struggling.
when I was younger. My beard wasn't connected.
Really? So you
Yeah.
chose to be bald?
I knew it was coming.
So crazy.
No, but like every man in my family, and I had their features. On my mum's side, everyone's got very full heads of hair. On my dad's side, who I look like, all the men are bald.
That's so funny because the hair, like the hair loss thing, the hair anyways trait comes from the mom side.
Yeah, male pattern baldness.
So, good.
But I look like my dad, so I just saw
Yeah.
it coming as well, and I just embraced it. And at that, I mean, long before I had a strong hairline. So, you know, we thank God because I enjoyed it for whilst it was there.
So like when like how many times do you get your hair cut? Like what's the routine?
I average probably I in the best world once a week.
Okay.
But I can leave it 2 weeks because if it does grow back and the recede is showing, I don't really care. I'm still handsome. Or I wear a hat
Yeah.
for a couple of days. It's not really that deep.
I think so. Is this a safe space?
Yeah.
Rose, can I say I need a yes?
Yes.
Okay, calm. So obviously, when I was maybe like, I don't know, maybe 13 or whatever, my mom introduced me to cleaning the gaff. So I used to clean like the house with bleach with no gloves. So now my hands are like very hard. Can you hear it?
ASMR.
I don't think your hands are that hard though.
No.
Yeah, they're hard. For a woman, very, very tough. Very hard. And I have also these things. I don't know where they're from as well.
Callus.
Yeah. No, like, it's like, there's just, I don't know, there's just a...
Do you know how you fix that as a generational trauma? When you have kids, give them gloves.
No, of course, that's... yeah,
There's
no,
that, there's
100%. 100%. I'm trying to think of anything else. I have pointy-ass elbows. I think it's for, like, to kill the ops or something.
Kill. I don't know.
I just read them. What
There's
about you?
probably a lot. I don't know.
I don't know.
After having a baby, there's probably a lot of things that you want to change. Will I? Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like
You look good, though. Did I tell you before?
thanks, babe. Thanks.
You look so good.
If you said it, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you're so good.
Girl, your bounce back was insane.
Thank you, babes. No, I think it's sort of like I'm not against enhancers. Do you get me? Like I think, but it's enhancers. Don't change yourself. Do you know what I mean? If you want to enhance a few things, like I sort of think about like,
Girl.
I don't like when my eyebrows go over. Do you get me? Like
hear that.
I don't like when like I like things in place. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So if I can enhance with a little filler when the time is right, maybe I will.
Definitely. Like for me, I think my eyebrows were probably the only thing that I felt growing up like I didn't have. So it's just like, no, literally, like I barely had hair on my eyebrows, but my mama didn't, my daddy didn't, so I was never gonna have them.
Your daddy didn't have eyebrows?
No, girl, if I show you a photo, let me pull up a photo of my
never
dad
seen your dad,
right
actually.
now. I'm literally like a 50-50 mix of both my parents, but my dad literally has no eyebrow hair, like nothing, nothing whatsoever. So it's a case where I knew I was never gonna have it, but it's also a case of like girl, look. Where's the eyebrow hair on that man's face?
Wow.
Never. You can pass the phone.
And he's bald.
And he's bald. And that's the funny thing. I have so much hair.
Oh, you have his nose and his...
I have his nose and his lips.
Remember I told you I love your eyes?
Yeah, I have.
And your nose?
And then the rest of it's my mom. So I'm literally, you put me beside my mom, I look like my mom. You put me beside my dad, I look like my dad.
Okay.
So the eyebrow thing, but I just got them microbladed. And even when I didn't have them microbladed, I learned how to draw them on. So it wasn't a thing that I would say I'm insecure about, because if I didn't, I've walked around without eyebrows. I think the way I've always looked at physical insecurities is me personally, I'm I have to be grateful for the things I have, because there's people who are born without certain things.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're missing a limb, I can't complain about my hands or my legs when there's people who are missing certain things.
Facts.
I used to be flat-chested as hell. And my mom's boobs were huge. I thought I skipped the gene.
Yeah.
I was so flat-chested growing up. My auntie nicknamed me Figure One,
Yikes.
because I was flat on both sides, front and
Germans are
back.
cruel.
Figure One.
They help you build character for her.
But look,
crazy.
I don't know. I hit second puberty again when I reached 27, 28. Now I'm no longer flat chested. Now I don't even want them. So what I would have grown up thinking was a problem, by the time I reached my mid 20s, they were not a problem. Imagine at the age of 18, I had gotten a boob job. Imagine what would be on my chest now.
Yeah. We'd get bare views on this podcast.
So I've always never been very keen on insecurities on myself.
I get you.
Yeah.
Things change as well, though. I remember I grew quite quickly when I was young.
Me too.
And so being the tall one, I stuck out. Even on a birthday picture of my birthday, I'm getting told to stand in the back.
Oh.
You know? So it's
that's so mean.
but it's right. But you have to accommodate all the people you've invited.
No, it's your birthday. You didn't.
Right. So that used to trigger me. But now, it's maybe since the social media age, last 5 years, I'm realizing being tall is low-key working for me.
Yeah. Do you know what? Being tall was also my thing. I don't date guys who are less than my height. Never. No, because I want to feel small.
But I think, is it just a tall thing then? People who feel tall, have the insecurity of being tall?
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else...
Right.
No one told me that
People
he was so
don't
tall that they used to make fun of him. So he used to crouch
Hunch.
down.
Yeah.
And now he probably has back problems.
Yeah.
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 The world's not really built for tall people.
No.
And people always look up. Do you get me? So they're...
Even clothes wise, it's so much harder to find things that everyone else can wear. It's not fair.
Literally. I wanted to ask you guys, obviously bringing it back, men versus women. Basically, we have this segment called Men versus Women where we debate. Usually we were having these debates without men. It wasn't fair. Now there's a man in the building.
Holding it down.
Yeah, hold it down. Good luck, 3v1. Right, men versus women. Who's better? Communication.
Men.
I knew you were going to get out of here. Get out.
Yeah.
Man.
What is communication, though? What is communication? It's both not just talking, it's also listening. It's comprehension.
Ross, why you go?
Yeah.
No, I'm listening with what he's saying. I'm not agreeing.
Comprehend.
I'm not agreeing. I don't think so.
She's comprehended.
I'm listening. God bless you. See, I'm proving that women are better.
Yeah, but if you're also listening, what is it they say, to respond and not to retain or whatever, then you're not really communicating. Because at that point, that all you're doing is preparing your rebuttal. You're not actually taking it in.
But that's because I think it comes with the stigma that men like to think every woman loves to argue.
And that women don't like hearing the truth.
Do
I
you?
can handle the truth.
Yeah.
We can over here.
100%.
If I actually think you're right, let's say we're communicating, you're telling me something and you're like, Rosin, I think this is correct. Even in that moment in time, I'm still listening. You might think I'm not listening, but I'm hearing what you're saying. And I might go off and go and actually try and be like, okay, you know what? Maybe he was right.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the delivery with men. It's how you say it that sets us off into it being argumentative.
Which I feel like empathy is part of communication as well. Being empathetic towards the person you're communicating to. That's positive communication. We can all communicate. And if we're talking about communication from a man's point of view, they can be direct. But that's not taken into everyone's feelings in the communication table.
But I think men, when they communicate, are solution oriented. So say, for example, and I've used this example with other people in the past, that say you have a child and the child, you're teaching them to ride a bike, the child falls off the bike, the mother wants to nurture and is going to communicate in this soft type of way, being like, oh, it's okay, do you need a bandage? The man's going to tell the son, get back on the bike. that he's still communicating. He doesn't lack empathy, but he knows in being firmer and give him a tougher love instead of a soft love, he's actually going to grow into a better person.
Yeah.
You're going to solve the issue.
Why
of
can't you
learning.
not do both?
Because we're built differently.
Both are important. Let's say, for example, now, if my kid fell off a bike and I'm like, okay, get up, try again, right? But obviously someone else was like, do you need a bandage before you continue? That kind of will train them that like, okay, if I want to continue, let me try and fix what I need to fix now before moving forward. I think it's all about perspective and consideration. And I think that's one thing that women do. Yes, we are a bit sensitive and we are a bit emotional. However, you are going to hear us. Men just choose sometimes not to hear us.
No, we hear you.
Yeah, you hear us.
We do.
Yeah,
but
It's the actual listening
But
bit.
I think like to sort of like the bike example I get. But if your child is crying, what is the right thing to do in that situation? Like, it's not sometimes if someone falls down, yes, the correct thing is to get back up, but that's probably maybe not what they need right now. Like if they've
but what they need in the long term in order to know that they should get back on the bike.
But I still
Yeah.
You're
believe
dealing
that
with
you
the
can,
now.
No,
They're
but I
not
still
dealing
feel
with
like
the long term.
I think you can still nurture, but still teach them to get back on. Like you can still wipe away someone's tears and still hold their hand and be like, I know this is tough and I know this is scary, but you have to try it again.
But when you tell that kid get back on the bike and then he's successful with the bike, you don't have to wipe away no tears. You have to stop him from smiling because now you've given him the solution to the problem. He's fixed that thing. He's stronger. She's stronger. You know.
But
They've grown.
see kids they don't understand like common sense. Do you know what I mean?
Parent.
Like that's
'Cause
why
we
do. Yeah. So yeah, we understand. Yes, you need to get back on, but we also need to provide a safe environment for them to feel their feelings. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not always. The solution is, but we have to work first on a solution together.
Yeah.
So the solution is, we're going to get back on the bike. How we get to that solution is nurture, articulate, solution.
So who wins? Who's the better
Women.
communicator?
I do think women are a bit better because women can do both if they really want to.
Not at the same
I
time.
think.
Oh,
No, I think. Let's say, for example,
More women have
special.
told me that they can't multitask.
I can
Then actually
multitask
have.
like
A lot of women-
fuck. It's crazy.
like both
Firstborn
can be
daughter.
done. If you learn though, if you want to be intentional about it, women can do both. Like for example, like Roz will tell me stuff straight.
You're ready to receive it from her, though. Are you ready to receive?
Sometimes
the same
like
straightness
it's
from
not.
sometimes.
No.
No.
Sometimes like I'm not
Sometimes.
ready for it. But however, because it is the environment which matters. Because I know where she's coming from, I can take it in. Do
Yeah.
you get me? But it might take me a while. I might beef with it. With my ego will be taking it. Do you get me? But I'll still
Like I
receive
wouldn't
it.
like I'm be mindful of where I'm giving her that straight information. Do you
Yeah.
get me? I'm still getting to the point, but I'm just thoughtful as to where she is. If what I'm going to say is going to upset her, make sure she's in a place where she can be upset.
Yeah.
If I am going to say something, and I think that's the problem with men. They're not thinking that far. They're just going straight for it. Whereas
Yeah.
women, we will actually sit and think, okay, if I'm about to break this news now, I need to make sure this person's not driving. Need to make sure they're not in a room full of their friends. Make sure they're actually going to be able to take in what I'm saying.
I think men like to be lied to.
You know what? I'm gonna say a yes to that, cause I recently told somebody the truth.
Who
He
sung
didn't
"Tell
believe
Me
my
Lies,
truth.
Tell Me Sweet Little Lies"? Was that a man or a woman?
Tell me that. Is it a group?
Ask our boyfriend.
Because
Yeah.
that will determine who wants to be lied to.
No, like I feel
Tell
like
me lies, tell me
women.
sweet
I feel like
little
women
lies.
want the truth, right? Because regardless of whatever you're gonna tell them,
it's a
they're
man.
gonna stick by you. Whereas the men want to be lied to because they always kind of want to look kind of good in front of other people.
Sometimes they can't handle the truth. It's
yeah.
Fleetwood Max.
Who is the
Fleetwood
woman?
Mac.
Is that a man?
It's a man and a woman, no?
I think, but the woman sings. She
Oh,
leads though.
it's a man and a woman. I think Fleetwood Mac.
I don't know.
It's a mixed group.
I thought it was. I think the lead is a woman.
Oh, you're looking at me. I don't know anything.
Well, it's a band. It's a British American rock group
Yeah.
formed in 1967. Founding members are Mick and John, a man and a man. The lineup that made them super famous in the 70s included both men and women, Noble Stevie Nicks and Christine McVie.
Christine.
So it's a mix of men and women, but it's 3 men and 1 woman. So I'm going to go to majority rules and say that's a man.
you can have that one. Maybe men do like to be liked.
I think they do.
I think I 100%.
Because sometimes they can't handle the truth.
Facts.
Yeah.
100%. And like sometimes their lie is better to believe because it won't stop them in their tracks. Whereas a lie can throw them off. And they like to segregate from the world when they're going through shit. So they rather like go ahead with the lie and believe the best than accept the truth.
And this is why women lie so well. Yeah.
And that's why
Men's
men
faults.
keep doing things that people think can't be possible, because we go into spaces that people tell you is impossible. We go and do the things that are dangerous and you're not going to survive from. And then you get heroes and then you get advancement. And that is why maybe men are best to be lied to, because if you tell them the truth, maybe they get
can't
stuck.
handle it. Interesting.
Moral of the story, lie to men. They work better.
Do you know what? I've been lied to
Do you like it?
in the moment.
Yeah.
But when I found out the truth later,
Yeah.
It's just because you found out the truth later.
If you never found out the truth, you've been Gucci.
I know some men that God have mercy on me, I've lied to. Listen, if they were to find out the truth, it will stop them in their tracks. But they'll never know the truth, so.
but maybe it would have been in their best interest in the long term if they'd known the truth.
Nah, they need to figure that shit out themselves.
But then
So
who
what is
was
that, 1-1? I make that 1-1. Men are better communicators, right? That's
No, it's 2-0.
women are better communicators.
And women are.
But if we're better communicators, do we need to lie?
descent in the ranks.
No, I feel like.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
But
repeat
I
that
think the
statement.
line depends on the context.
Text. It does.
True.
Like, to be honest, like, I can communicate.
This is how women communicate. You're now trying to finesse away.
Not
because that
even.
statement is so true.
No, because the way I'm looking at it, right? You can be lying. Are you lying to protect someone's feelings, or are you lying to hide the truth?
But if you protect the feelings continually, that person never gets the opportunity to grow through the feeling.
That ain't my
But
problem.
it also matters on how the person is able to accept what you're about to give to them. Like, if I know now what I'm about to do to someone is going to shatter their world.
Yes.
And let's say it's a recovering addict. I'm not going to go to a recovering addict and dangle something in front of them that I know is about to just take them back 10 steps where they came from. There's no point in me telling them the truth.
But see, the
Guys, do you like what you're hearing, seeing? If you do, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow.
the thing is, what's that? I feel like it's a saying. It's like, you can't handle how people react to the information you give.
Yeah, it's not your
You know what I mean?
responsibility.
It's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's
I
like,
think it becomes a responsibility depending on how close you are to the person.
Yeah.
but I think if you are like, yeah, I think it comes back to empathy. Do you know what I mean? Empathetic. And it's about, again, communicating, which sort of counterattacks my counterattack of women have more empathy, so they can let it land what they need to say better. So it's like, I don't think lying is the way forward, but sometimes you don't actually have to tell anyone everything. Do you get me? Like, you don't have to tell them, but that doesn't equate to a lie. It's sort of saying is, if you're not ready for that information, maybe we just don't have that conversation. Yeah. And then it's like, then we also still get the award for being the best communicators. Because it's like, we can see when people can't handle the information that we're going to give. So it's better that we walk away rather than sitting on a lie, because if they couldn't handle that information from the start and then we lie, then they really can't handle the truth. Do you know what I mean?
I'll go back to my earlier point then, which is to say that if you withhold someone's opportunity for growth by not telling them the truth, are you actually communicating care? Are you actually being empathetic? Because maybe you protect the peace in the moment, but actually over a longer period of time, that person is maybe going to have to experience that pain in another way. And maybe you're
That's
the
very
person
true.
who's actually the person who's
You
able
then
to guide them through that, to protect them through that.
True.
Tell them the truth.
True.
I do agree with you, but just a bit of a rebuttal is life is going to teach you regardless of things. Sometimes, like, I deep that, like, some people don't have to tell me things. Life is going to teach you regardless. There's been situations with my girls where I've told them I'm going to do stuff and they're probably just like, I don't think you should do it. But they've kind of let me go through the motions. And at the end of the day, I came back with the lesson. And that's what mattered the most. That's one. Two, fair enough, I might not be able to tell this person exactly what I want to say, but as our relationship still exists, there'll be situations where I can guide them or just bump them right back into the line. Do you get me? I might not be able to say to them, but there's certain things you can do. There's certain things you can highlight. There's certain things you can communicate. There's certain TikToks you can send. Right. You know what I mean? That like, okay, cool. I'm not saying it, but Stacey on TikTok got 1 million views on this. Check this out.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So there's ways you can, but you just have to know that person. It's all about knowing the person. I feel like women are better at understanding their partner in depth.
Well, I really can't agree with that.
That's okay.
Because when all of this communication that we've discussed is strictly verbal. But men communicate a lot non-verbal.
Yeah.
And we can do that with each other.
But so do women though.
But this is, I mean, we're talking across the genders though, aren't we? We're not saying like man to man, woman to woman. Like we seem to have that bit down. But I think what we're neglecting is that a lot of women lack empathy for men. So when men are in pain, or when like you said, when men will isolate when they're going through something.
Yeah.
And in that moment, is that the moment for somebody to smother that person? No, that's not what they need. So you're not reading the non-verbal cues that this person's communicating. You're not showing up in the ways that they probably need you to show up in. And you think that talking is going to help? No, that's not what they need. This person has communicated what they need. You just didn't hear it.
I don't think not talking about things is the best thing someone needs. Like, I can understand that, especially when men tend to go through their stuff, they like to fight it alone and figure stuff out. It's not always the best thing, especially considering like if you're in a relationship or you're in some sort of partnership with someone. So if like, let's say it's a case where you're going through something and you decide you now need space. How long is that space for? For me to know that I need to give you this space.
I think it's as long as the person recognizes that a problem shared isn't always a problem halved. Sometimes you share the problem and it creates new problems because I now have to coddle you or my person who deals emotionally to the thing that I'm already managing. So silence sometimes is best.
I think we might have to break it down to like emotional maturity.
I was going to say the exact
same
thing.
Yeah. I think the first point that you made about like if we hide the information, we have to meet people where they're at. And if people like, yes, brilliant if people can grow through the problem, but a lot of people aren't on that growth journey where they can grow through the problem. They'll hear it, they might be offended by it, they might act different to it, but they're not growing through it. And I think if you are in your growth journey and you are an empathetic person who can emotionally communicate maturely, then fantastic. But a lot of people in this world, a lot of our age mates, even a lot of our elders can't do that. And then it's like the emotional sacrifices in relationships or between men and women. It is not like, if you are there to help someone, it shouldn't be made about you.
Yeah.
Like, and that's as a person. If you can't actually retain the information, don't ask the question. Because if someone confides in you, it's your job as a support mechanism to help them.
To some extent, like I might not be able to fix your problem, but I might be able to do things to make your life easier. So at least that's one less thing you're having to tackle with while you're going through those things. And I think that's sometimes what men tend to forget. You might be dealing with something that I can't physically help you with, but it's like, okay, if I know that right now you're not in the mood for like talking, I can make sure you're fed. I can drop groceries at your house, make sure you've got something to eat at least. So at least if you're not going through this, that's the thing that women do that a lot of men are also lacking within their friendships. Like if I have a friend now who's going through a breakup, right? I actually had one. She went through a breakup, showed up in my house. She lived with me for a month. I made sure she was eating. I made sure she was good. I know I can't fix that problem, but I was a support system to be whatever she needed from me in that moment in time. And that's what I think a lot of men are lacking when they don't communicate what's going on. A lot of the times when guys are going through breakups, it's very rare that like they'll even pick up their phone and be like, hey, yo, this just happened. You might hear about it weeks later.
Men deal with a lot of stuff though, and we deal with it well. Not all the time, but we do. We deal with it in a way that doesn't make our problems other people's problems.
But that's not...
Because everyone has their own stuff going on.
Everyone has their own stuff going on, but does not mean that I don't have time to be there for you.
The people that care about you, like,
We'll make time.
it's our problem. I always say with the girls, like, whatever you're going through is our problem. I remember one time, like, I think Rose got a ticket for the car. It's our problem. We fixing it. Like, it's not just you by yourself. A problem. What's that English? What's that saying? A problem shared is a
Problem halved.
Not always.
But I think that's. But if you, as someone who, like, not you in particular, but if you can communicate well and you can handle your emotions correctly, you should be able to communicate how you're feeling in an effective manner, even if you don't want someone to help you. If you think having no communication, like not telling people the problem and dealing it with yourself
And going ghost.
is not, it's not healthy.
Communication.
Because you're not actually dealing with the problem. Like, okay, you might not have to tell people, but if you can sit there and really go through exactly why things happen, why you did, like, and sort of assess it yourself, which a lot of people can't do. That's why we soundboard off people, to sort of see, like, are we going in the right direction? Is this correct? And that's why I feel like a lot of men don't do that. So then they suppress their feelings, then they become non-verbal because they can't actually communicate because there's so much going on inside. And it's like, we all have demons in our closet. And it's up to us to choose if we want to clear them out or not, because they will come up eventually, and they'll come out through in different types of different ways, through like not speaking, or maybe like just like going into work, like whacking out the gym, but not actually dealing with the problems inside.
That's a healthy coping mechanism.
It is a healthy coping
To a certain
mechanism.
extent.
But like, I'm talking about to the extreme, when people are doing steroids and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like, it is healthy, but it's like, also I run for like therapy, like it's honestly is a healthy coping mechanism. But if I was going out running every single day, and not actually accepting the problem, then it's an avoidant. I'm avoiding the problem. Do you get me? Sometimes I run and then I just get this burst of overwhelming like emotions, like, and I start crying, and then I'm like, okay, there's a problem here, so I need to actually
break it down.
break it down. Do you know what I mean? Yes, the reason why I want to go for a run is because I'm not feeling great, but I still have to work through it.
3-on-1, you weren't kidding, innit?
I told you.
Yep.
Sheesh.
We're all saying the same
I'm
thing.
holding it down.
No, but you are doing a very good job, and we understand your points. We're literally saying the same thing. We're just, obviously, we hang out outside the bar, you know. But okay, just to break it, back to your TikTok, right? I saw a post, and you made a statement that I want the girls to hear, of course, and I want us to discuss it. Statement is, and I know Ree's gonna love this one. You don't know how
you in the face right now, Femi.
No, obviously, no. It's not like he said something crazy.
Oh, okay.
It's more so like a statement that we can discuss, which I
Okay.
thought that this is, because I related to it. You don't know how damaged someone is until you try to love them.
That's where all the masks fall, isn't it? When people become vulnerable, then you realize, 100%. I stand by that.
I feel like my thing, in regards to dating, I would say that a lot of men don't know how to receive love, because obviously when I've shown that side now, it's like they've acted in a like such a toxic, like, you know, crazy, non-communicative, like selfish way. And it's like, okay, well, I wasn't even trying to do that, but that's how it's kind of like been. Do you get me? It's better now, because now I'm more selective with the people I decide to like love and show energy to. But in the past, like, a lot of men didn't know how to receive love. Now, is it because of how they were raised? I don't know. Is it because the last chick? I don't know. However, I'm not the last chick. I'm not your mum, and I'm not your dad. I'm not your auntie Funke. So why am I getting the worst end of the stick for actually being one of the first people to show you how to be taken care of?
But I think, like, I've been looking into emotional attachments, like, for a little while now, and I think I've explained it before, but I'll explain it again. So you have your 3-4 emotional attachments. So you have your anxious, you have your secure, you have your avoidant, and then you have your disorganized, which is anxious and avoidant. So all your emotional attachment is it's made from your childhood, so it depends of what you lacked or something that was missing out of it. Could be a caregiver, it could be too much love, and that's how you develop like your attachment to people. And it comes from your parents. So like, to be very transparent, for me, I have an anxious attachment. So it's where I need, like, maybe some might say a bit too much validation or reassurance within my relationship. And then you could have an avoidant who is the complete opposite. And then you have a disorganized, is someone who wants reassurance but runs away from emotion, which to explain is an avoidant. And I have actually only been deep in this the other day. I feel like if you are not in a secure attachment, it's up to us to get ourselves there. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you are, and that's why people become so damaged, because they are not dealing with their childhood. That doesn't mean you have to go sit with a therapist like for like hours on end, but you have to actually realize, okay, maybe this probably wasn't the best thing in my childhood, or maybe this isn't going right for me, and how can I make myself better for myself? And sometimes therapy is the only way to really figure that out, or you can actually do the research. It's, yeah, I think people are, we're all damaged in all different types of way, and a lot of us are not secure attachments in this world, especially in the dating pool. Do you know what I mean? But it's on us to fix that. Like, am I becoming more secure? Do I recognize when my anxious attachment is like really showing, especially like in friendships, like in all different types of my life? And now I can sort of look at it and say, okay, I don't need, like, it's okay to have a fight with someone. It doesn't mean that they're going to leave my life. Do you know what I mean? We just need to work the problem. And even though they might have hurt me, it's still on me to understand, okay, it will be resolved when it's supposed to, not when I need it to.
I feel like avoidance get a lot of the bad rep when it comes to dating, though.
I'm an avoidant.
You guys get a lot of the, like, you're seen as the worst type people to date. But I, like, having tried to date some anxious people, some dismissive people, like, everyone has their own shtick, their own baggage. And there isn't really, I think showing up secure is a really high bar. I do think that you can show up as an anxious person and meet somebody who is able to communicate and meet your needs, and then you're just matched. It really is a case of compatibility. Sometimes that if you're anxious and you say maybe you want validation, you want reassurance, you may meet the guy who, that's just how he communicates. And so therefore you never really feel anxious. You're just with the person who you're compatible with. The person who's avoidant maybe meets the person who is nonchalant. And then that person, you know, actually changes you to be a bit more like, oh, okay, well, this person isn't like smothering me with love. Why do I need to figure this out? So if you have the ability to self-reflect and you actually like the person, end of the day, you do things. I've done things for people because I like them that I haven't done for other people. Because you just show up differently based on how much you actually like a person. I feel like the world would benefit more from people dating people that actually you like rather than just using them.
That's the problem with men, because I know with what Princess is saying in the sense of like she showed people love, I think a lot of the problem is on the receiving end. Like the people probably just didn't want the love from you. And it's like it was up to them to communicate and have been honest, but instead they would rather take the good things that she's giving.
Tastes good. Sorry, like as in like the love I'm giving.
Yeah, like they'd rather take rather than just actually being honest and actually sitting down with themselves and be like, this is a good person. Let me not ruin this.
That's confronting though. And people run away from conflict.
That's it.
Like,
true.
Can I swear on this podcast?
Yeah.
Most people are pussies.
Yeah.
Emotionally, most people are, they are pussy.
Men.
Like
men.
people.
Men.
No, honestly.
I think people, bro. Because
no, I'm talking about dating. I think men.
I've been
very,
guilty
very
of this
big.
sometimes where I should have confronted some shit, but just because I was just like, it felt safer and more peaceful just to block or just leave them alone. I just kind of left it.
I don't
But
know.
now they've gone on.
Would you count that as being pussy though? If it's
Ghosting.
like, if
Who
it's,
do you think does that more, men or women?
Oh, women.
Right.
Women ghost
And
more.
that's not a pussy move? Bear in mind, pussy's from pusillanimals. It's not actually the figurative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually had an episode where we dissected
know
that
that
word. We dissected
Because I'm
that
not trying
word.
to come across as like anti-feminist or anything like
No,
that.
no. We did dissected the word on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but I think it's dating. I think it's dating, because men and women in the dating pool, back to the statement, it's damage. Do you get me? And I don't think it's one, if you were to categorize, men would usually be more avoidant. Women would be more anxious.
Yes.
To an extent. Do you know what I mean? If you were to but that's a very big stereotype. You know what I mean? So it's like they're always going against each other because women are trying to do more when men need less. And it's just like that race of cat and dog. Now I know, Roz, you've literally just said you're an avoidant, so it's not that way. But again, like you can meet a man that's being the anxious, do you get me? And back to your point, Femi, it's like maybe you just need to meet the right people that you can sort of bounce off and that meet you at where you need to be.
Yeah. What you need in that moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was fun and deep.
Yeah.
I loved every second of it.
Should I do the cheeky dilemma?
Yes, do the dilemma.
Okay. I want to know as a man, what would you do, Femi? Okay, so I saw this and it says, just found out I have a daughter I didn't know about. I'm 56, married for decades, 3 kids, well, 4 now apparently. Last night, a Facebook message dropped into my inbox from a 40-year-old woman I'd never met. She said she found me through ancestry.com. The math on this is not mathing, Sha.
Because he would have been what?
Oh, no. The math is mathing. Sorry. I haven't read this. I was like, you'd have to be 16 to have had this kid. Oh, shit. She said she had found me through ancestry.com, that we were a match. Skeptical. I logged in, double checked, and sure enough, she was my daughter. Flashback, I was 16, working a summer job, and I had a brief fling with a 26-year-old. She vanished not long after. I never thought much of it.
Probably.
Fast forward 40 years. Turns out that fling made me a father. Her mother recently passed away. Now this woman, my daughter, is reaching out, saying she has no other family. She lives only 2 hours away. I want to meet her. I have to meet her. But how do I tell my wife and kids?
Crazy.
This happened before he ever knew his wife and kids.
Yeah, well, it happened at 16.
Right. So at that point there, you tell them,
Yeah.
Daddy was a bad boy.
At 16.
Don't do what I
She
did.
was 10 years older than him?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens to
crazy.
guys.
If anything, he's a victim.
He's
That's what I
a
was
victim,
thinking.
yeah. A big bag victim.
Big victim.
Like a huge one.
And she's dead, so she can't even go prison for this shit.
Yeah. I think just tell the wife because you actually didn't do anything wrong. Like, you even in the act, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, you weren't in a relationship. I hope not, anyways. You weren't in a relationship. You weren't, like, you were 16. That woman was actually taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
But this is also why the kid had to be hidden. Because how do you come back and tell a 16-year-old, this is your kid?
Yeah.
That mother needs to take some accountability from the grave.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy.
As the daughter, I have to go back to that coffee.
Yeah.
Go, oh yeah,
Yay for him, though.
mommy,
He's
wake up.
found out he's got another kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. 40 years
yeah.
later as well. He's also missed out on 40 years of her life.
Yeah. I think if I was his wife, like, I'd be like, okay, what? Should I get the keys? Do you want to drive? Or should I
Because
drive?
it's not like you're asking to now bring this child into the house and you're asking her to be a
she's
mother.
40 years of age, bro.
Right.
Grown ass woman.
She got bills.
But you never know. She could have like severe daddy issues. She might want to move it.
Oh.
But that's another conversation.
That's when it gets a bit.
That's when
A
it gets
good
sticky.
wife would pull up with her husband and you'd both go meet her.
So
Yeah, that'd be a good wife. 'Cause
Yeah.
16? Ooh, child.
Yeah.
16 with 26. Oh, gosh.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
it
lot of
happens
guys-
way more than I think you
Oh,
realize.
it's
Yeah.
no.
Facts.
I think we realize. I think it's a very big thing with boys because men will say it. Like especially when I have like younger guys trying to move to me, I'm like, you should be the ballet and don't talk to me. They'll be like, Roz, you know I've dated girls older than you. What
You think that's a good thing?
I was 18
And I was like-
and women were moving. I was working at the body shop. I had a
body
couple dates with a 36-year-old. She had a daughter closer to my age.
Jeez.
She's just looking for something.
At 30. That's crazy.
She knows.
Recently divorced, just got her boobs done.
Yeah, she's looking for
You were
someone to
18.
nurture
I was
those
18.
breasts.
It was the summer before I went to uni.
She wanted you to help relax the muscles after the surgery.
Telling you.
Crazy.
And the body shop, of course, that's going to be a chick magnet place.
I was there for security reasons. I mean, they hired me because the women who are so good at communicating were all arguing with each other. So they wanted some
High end.
testosterone in the building. Yeah. And it did work. I was like a top seller.
Of course you were. You were walking by and being like, that would smell nice on you.
Yes, I used to have my little stall outside the front, give a hand massage, do a little soap rub, and then, talk about the products. Next thing you know, it's sales.
And we're saying they're the victim.
sales.
We're saying they're the victim. Are women the real victim because they're being tricked into a hand massage?
Hey, you came into the shop to buy something. I told you what to buy.
You just made sure they wanted to buy you too,
Again,
along with
left
it.
better than they came because they were smelling well.
I just don't, not to add on a bad vibe, I just don't like women using their womenness to take advantage of young boys.
Children.
I just, because obviously women are known to be motherly, nurturing, and they're using that to like as a, it's so like
There are
twisted.
good women, there are bad women.
Yeah.
There are good men, there are bad men.
Yeah. Good people, bad people.
But we just don't talk about, like, people don't really talk about that side of
The side of women taking advantage.
Because we can always talk about men and how they did this and that.
Oh.
But no one wants to highlight what women are doing and possibly still doing.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah. Part 2.
Yeah, literally. Thank you, Femi, for coming. Did you have fun?
I did.
Yeah.
You guys are cool.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks. We had a blast.
You're all right.
Yeah. We'll take it.
I gas you up too much. Yo, man.
Yes. Guys, please follow Femi on all of his socials. It will be in the description box. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know your opinions and stuff like that. And tune in next week for your weekly subscription to the gym.